Hello! Hi everyone!
Ayan na, yan na.
Hello! Teka lang ah. Oh my God. Hindi ako masyadong nagla-live kasi. Yon! Hello everyone! Thank you for joining us. Magandang gabi. Nasa ako? Nasa TV5 dressing room and I'm going live with Bea Del. In-invite ko na siya. Hi,
Hi, ate.
Bea! Yun!
Na-figure out
Sobrang,
mo rin.
ha? Oo nga eh. Parang matanda na dito. Ngayon
Actually,
lang
I
ako
wouldn't have known how to do it either.
Hindi kasi kami masyadong ganito. Matanda na kami ni Bea. Pero, maka Bennett. Hi, Bea! It's nice to see you!
Hi,
Nasaan
ate
ka?
Gret. Nasa bahay. This is where I work out.
Ang taray. Okay, magandang sa inyong lahat. Para sa inyong kaalam, itong si Bea De Leon, meron siyang sarili gym equipment business. Ano naman yung bunga sa likod niya? At ako naman nasa TV5 dahil natapos lang ang aking newscast. Mga 8:30 kami natapos. Matatraffic ako bago umuwi. Kaya dito na lang muna ako nagstay. But I'm sure that, wow! 6,000! Bea, grabe ka! Mga klase mga
Thank you
fans mo.
guys for watching.
Hindi. Nakakatuwa pala. Maraming nanonood. Thank you for watching. How have you been in the pandemic, Bay?
Okay naman. Things are slightly better now. So kahit papaano, nakikita ko na rin more of my family members. So that brings me happiness. Kasi tagal-tagal rin talaga eh. And
Di
sorry.
ba galing ka
Saan?
sa ibang bansa? Di ba galing ka sa ibang bansa?
Yeah. I went to the US. Kailan ba ako nang galing doon? Ano na ba ngayon? I can't keep track of time. November na, no? It's November. I went there
Remember,
August to September. So it was super fun, yeah. It was nice to get makahinga ng ibang hangin.
kayo, sa kayo
Kayo, ikaw.
pumunta?
We stayed in San Francisco kasi our family's there talaga. So, and we usually stay there rin. So, super enjoy nga rin talaga to be there. Kasi at the time when we were there, here naman, it was when it was getting really, really bad. There's no way other way of saying it. So, it was nice to be there for a bit. Tsaka kasi, galing akong bubble nun eh. Tapos pagka uwi ko, nandun pa yung mommy and kuya ko. So, parang medyo matagal ko talaga silang hindi nakita. So, mga 2.5 months, kasi hindi nakita. I missed my birthday and everything. So, it was nice.
Doon
It was
sila,
a nice reuniting. Sorry?
doon sila nakatira ngayon?
No. We all went home naman na.
Okay.
Teka, it's all about me. How about you, ate? How have you been?
Ako naman ang aalis.
Uy! Saan ka pupunta?
Sa US din. Pero, ayoko ko sabihin kailan. Basta may countdown ako malapit na din.
Saan
Can't
do?
wait.
Saan?
Sa, sa New York and Boston. So, exciting. Exciting times.
Sorry. I'm not too sure kung ako yung napuputol or ikaw kasi.
Hello? 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 Sino napuputol? Ako ba? O si Bea? Maraming salamat sa pagsama sa amin. Ang dami pala nanonood ng ganito, ano? Nakakatuwa. Thank you so much to Under Armour for setting this up habang walang internet si Bea De Leon. Ako naka-smart 5G dito sa TV5. Where we wanna talk, wala siya. We wanna talk about, our goals and being motivated, lalo-lalo na sa pandemic na medyo, alam naman natin na hindi ganun kadali dahil may challenges tayo sa pandemic, 'di ba? So,
There.
oh,
Sorry. So, ako pala ata.
oh,
My bad.
smart ka na kasi. PLDT Wi-Fi. Joke. Under
Galing.
Armour. Oh, maraming salamat sa Under Armour for bringing us together to talk about, our goals. Especially ngayon sa pandemic. Grabe, 2 taon na, Bay, no? 2 years of our lives. How have you
Yeah.
and your goals been doing since, everything changed, since the world changed?
I know. Actually, it hasn't been easy. They keep changing because, as you know, when you make goals, diba, it kind of has to have a timeline. Um,
Mm-mm-mm.
and obviously, a set timeline wasn't at all possible for a while there. So, ang hirap na parang consistently ka na, mas consistent yung pag-adjust mo ngayon, or mas kailangan mo talagang ready lang sa biglang cancellations or biglang i-move yung league, in terms of like, especially when it comes to volleyball, we never really know when we're gonna be called to just say, hey, may training na, and parang okay, di ba? But I mean, like, ganun na lang talaga. I think you really have to cope. Um, you just have to really be ready when they call you and say, okay, we're gonna start na. But ako for me, it's been tough, but I think it's getting better naman. Actually, I wanted to ask you, Aaron, about this kasi um, pre-pandemic even, I've always been curious and we've never had the chance to really talk about it. How did you suddenly change everything? Like from being an athlete to go into media. And when sinubaybayan kayo ng slight so I was like, nagulat ako, not in a bad way, but that's a different type of, that's a huge adjustment and big goal setting yun na may malaking kailangan ng courage.
Oo, grabe. Parang siguro yung buhay bilang volleyball player, alam naman natin na dati walang professional league. So, I think
Mm.
both of us never really thought na yung parang hindi mo, pili ko ikaw din eh, yung kahit pa paano kung ano yung course natin will lead to our job after school, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, ang dami ng opportunities, meron ng liga yung volleyball. Ako naman, ganun din na nung pumasok ako sa media, sabi ko, okay, bagong mundo to, wala akong alam dito. I have to, be a sponge and learn everything. So I guess yung open-mindedness na this is a new world, I have to remove all of my previous um, judgments about everything. Tapos actually, sobrang nakakatuwa siya, refreshing and humbling. Kasi ang dami kong natutunan media person about
Yeah.
life na hindi ko akala na, for example, yung mga kakaibang tao, kakaibang character, profession. Pero ngayon, tingin ko rin, yung generation natin, yung batch natin, ang dami nating opportunities na parang mas mahirap pumili kung saan ka pupunta. 'Di ba?
Actually, that gets hard rin nga talaga na minsan, kasi ako, ang nahihirapan din ako ngayon na, I have volleyball, which I'm very, very grateful for, obviously. Pero, ang hirap hanapin yung pagkatapos niya. Di
Mm-mm,
ba?
mm-mm.
Kasi parang now, I'm just dipping my toes into everything. And yeah, I like that, I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. But it's a bit hard knowing what's for me, for sure. So,
Baka Eliza, baka pumasok ka din sa bahay ni Kuya.
okay.
'Di ba? Hindi
Well,
natin
yun.
masabi.
Di na nga talaga natin masabi ko anong pwede mangyari, ano pwedeng kaya mong gawin, di ba?
Di ba?
Unless you say go.
Ito nga sabi ko, Bea, parang itong season na to, nagugulat ako, parang si Eliza na sa bahay ni Kuya, si Charo, bilang isang
I
politiko.
know! I know.
Kumbaga parang napaka-absurd ng mga pangyayari. But,
But it's also nice to see that,
yeah.
we were all in one place. Nice to see. A bit sad, in a way, just because you know that, people are moving on. but it's also nice to see them getting to where they're going, you know.
Nag-hi yung mom mo, si Tita Det. Sabi niya, proud Tita Det here. Nakakatuwa.
I didn't even
Alala,
see. Hi, mom.
alala ko na nag-usap kami ni Tita Det, first commercial natin, di ba yung
Yeah.
di ba,
Yes.
together. You were just a rookie then. Just
Yep.
imagine, ang tamo na. Wow.
Yes.
Graduate ka na, a full career. Ano pa yung ikaw, ano pa yung, speaking of goals, ano pa yung goals mo as a volleyball player na gusto mo ma-achieve? I mean, being in the professional league and what's your ultimate goal
Well, of
now?
course, as any athlete, my ultimate goal is to win a ring in the pro league. Yun pa rin talaga yung gusto ko. Ako, um, my mindset will always be what's best. What I want is just for the team to get where we want to be. So ako never ako nag-focus sa individual awards. Though it's nice, of course, who won't like it, diba? Di ka naman i-deny yun na why not try and reach for a best blocker here in the future. But for me talaga, my ultimate goal is still na madala namin yung team um, into and get the championship talaga. So that's still something I really really want to happen, and hopefully will happen in the future, in the near future. Um,
Saan tinatamad mag-training?
Ako,
Oo.
syempre,
Ako,
aminin ko naman.
di ba parang we've been playing volleyball since ikaw, grade school, and then college, high school, college, tapos now sa pros. Hindi ka ba nagsasawa o napapagod o tinatamad? Lalo na ngayong pandemic na parang wala naman masyadong, alam mo yun, yung walang nagbabalik sa'yo sa bahay, ganon.
I'll have to admit there are days when it's tough. Pagising mo parang wala ka lang gustong gawin. Sometimes I lie down on this couch. Nakapang-workout na ako at lahat-lahat. Tapos bibuelo ako. Parang sabihin ko, sige, tupo muna ako mga 10 minutes lang, 10 minutes lang. Maya-maya, nanonood na ako ng TV. Tapos, well, eventually, nagagawa ko naman yung workout. But it takes a while. Mas matagal pa yung pagbuelo ko mag-workout kaysa sa workout itself. Minsan naman, pag na-start ko na yung workout, bigla ako muna yung phone ko. Makikita ko, 30 minutes na pala yung break ko. So,
Pareho
so
pa.
medyo mahirap din. Kasi parang yung difference from before, it's not that I'm making it sound bad, pero kasi dati wala kang choice eh. Yun at yun yung gagawin mo eh. You have to do it this fast kasi may mangyayari sa'yo. In 2 hours, you have a schedule. You have to train this long lang, and then you have to go on with your day and then go back to training. So you had to do it. You're kind of running on on fuel that way na, okay, go, 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 go. Now that there's a bit more time in your hands, it gets hard na, na parang, okay, pagkatapos ko ito gawin, na naman akong gagawin.
Tama, tama. Dati may fixed schedules tayo and we kind of have to, stay motivated and do everything within a short span of time. And I can
Yeah.
agree with what you said. Ako nga, parang mag-isa lang ako, kumuha na ako ng coach to help me train. We each other every day. Safe naman kasi parang ako lang yung pinupuntahan niya. Pero sabi ko, like you sabi, coach, buti na lang nandito ka kasi kung ako lang tamad talaga ako, hindi ko to gagawin.
Diba? I mean, we really have to admit na gano'n. Tapos minsan parang, hindi ka ba nagigising, tapos parang biglang, sige, today, okay, gagawin ko. Parang, I'll do this by the morning, I'll be productive. Tapos pagkagising ko parang, maybe tomorrow again.
Uh-huh. But I think it's just the reality of how things really are. Yung mahalaga doon, no, parang you power through your emotions kahit na tinatamad ka, but yung
Oh yeah.
discipline up and to
I think
actually,
motivation comes very rarely these days. And when that doesn't come, I think you'll always have to rely on being disciplined. And sometimes be easy on yourself and just say, just get it through. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. But I think these days, importante yun eh, na sige, one thing at a time. Ako kasi, minsan, I don't know about you, but when I think of the whole workout, like let's say I have 10 exercises to do. Diba, when you think of it as a whole, it's really overwhelming. Parang, ang dami niya. But then when you start thinking like, okay, this first, just go through the first set first, the first block, gets a bit easier. So,
Step by
I think
step,
that's
little.
important. Oh,
Tsaka parang siguro, no, pasensya sa sarili and self-compassion na you know that this pandemic is particularly harder for all of us mentally na hindi ka laging nasa best shape mo o kaya hindi super motivated. Alam mo na feeling ko there's one thing that ties of us together. We're both intense
yeah, yeah. I get that. I get that.
to being intense inside and probably outside also feeling that intensity. Pero parang yung minsan, pag hindi mo ma-channel yung intensity na yon, kailangan mo lang magpasensya sa sarili mo. Okay, nasa pandemic tayo, kalma lang. Parang,
Yeah.
kung hindi ko kaya ngayon, hindi ako masyadong motivated ngayon, di ba, okay lang kasi we're all going through something. And it's really part of taking care of yourself. And
Yeah, I
also,
think, well, the point of us being here today nga, talking about putting ourselves first, diba? I think I've learned a lot about the importance of that throughout this pandemic because I think something also we have in common, diba? Especially in your time in Ateneo, we were both um, chosen to be leaders of the team, and you're so used to running on that energy of taking care of them and looking out for your teammates and really doing everything for them, putting them first. And it never seemed to be such a bother, to be completely honest. Diba? It wasn't, I mean, I'm not talking about like this because it was a burden at all. It wasn't, for me, it was a privilege to get to do that. But then come the pandemic, it was a bit harder to do it for me in a way na parang, okay, kailangan ko pa ba ma-remind? These little things na parang, sige, unahin ko muna sarili ko. Kung ako nga hindi ko magawa yung workout, paano ko expect na lahat sila mararally ko to do it, di ba?
have to be able to, take care of yourself, discipline yourself bago yung ibang tao, di ba? Okay, speaking of other people, ang dami, nawala ako. Ang dami nagko-comment dito, mga fans mo, hi daw, mag-hi ka naman. Kanina pa sila.
Hi, friends.
Mm-mm.
Anong oras daw yung Q&A? In a bit. We'll probably do it in a bit. 2-3 minutes.
Kasi kahapon, nag-post kami sa aming Instagram story to answer questions from your end. Beyaw, ikaw na mauna.
Yep, so hinanda namin here. I'll be reading it from here, so hold on.
Salamat. Thank you for joining us on Friday. Hopefully, you're not stuck in traffic or in your commute and safely at home.
Okay, so our first question is from Darcy Althea. How do you cope with the pandemic?
How do you cope with the pandemic? Ako, ano nga ba ginagawa ko para mag-cope? Parang sinuslow down ko yung buhay ko. Mas sa umaga, nagdadasal na ako first thing in the morning, after magdasal, kakain ng breakfast, after breakfast, mag-workout, tapos pagkatapos maghanda na ako for work. Pero I always, make sure to accomplish one thing per day. Kahit
Yeah.
ano man yon, parang gusto ko may usad yung buhay ko kahit paunti-unti. And that, parang I feel like I'm not wasting time. Maano ko sa time.
Yeah.
Very, ikaw naman.
Same lang rin. I think every day I just, you know how before you used to pack your day with so many things? But now, and in the start of pandemic, it was so hard to cope with kasi nga parang sanay ka na busy ka, sanay ka na productive ka, and being at home kind of felt like wala kang ginagawa, basically. So, yun, I set one thing a day, as little as working out or walking my dog or doing an errand. basta may nagawa ako that day, okay na ako. Tapos, yun,
Mm-mm.
bahala na.
Pala tayo.
At least may nagawa ka. Parang gano'n na lang yung medyo
Oo.
mindset ko rin ngayon. But consistent that definitely kailangan ko ma-finish yung workout ko.
Oh, ito naman, next question. Do
Wait
you
lang, wait
consider
lang.
yourself...
Before we
sige,
go
go,
to the
go.
next question, meron kasi nag-comment, buti nakita ko siya. Sabi niya si Daniel Melencion, sabi niya kung mapansin ko daw siya, magre-review daw siya. So, napansin na kita.
Oh,
Please, mag-review ka.
mukhang malapit na rin ang ang face-to-face classes hopefully
I
by
know,
next.
that's exciting.
Actually,
Na-miss ko siya, sa totoo lang.
alert level 2 na tayo by the way, everybody. For your information, starting today, that means pwede na lahat ng ages lumabas, pumunta ng mall, pumunta ng restaurants, open din yung mga gyms, contact sports allowed na rin, pero 70% outdoor, 50% indoor. And gusto ko lang din mag-hi kay Sir August Benitez, who is with us, ang aking boss sa ABS-CBN. Favorite boss pala. These are not my paintings. This is the TV5 dressing room for news people. Madalas dito nagme-makeup sila Sherry Posim, sila etc. Everybody. I just came from the news. I miss you, sir. I hope you're doing well. Stay
Super
healthy.
traffic daw sa EDSA. I hope you guys get through the traffic. Well, ice on the road still though.
Kaya nga, oo, mag-ingat tayo kahit na alert level 2 and the cases are going down, 'di ba? Parang we wanna have a better next year, 2022. 2022 na pala, no? Ano yung Ako naman, may tanong ko for you, Bea. Ano yung excited kang gawin next year na hindi mo magawa this year? Kapag tapos.
I wanna be in one place with all of my friends without having to be so scared talaga. I miss them.
Oo nga. Oh.
Medyo nakakamiss yun na kasama mo lang yung barkada mo tapos wala. I think I've accepted the fact that we'll always be in masks and I prefer to be in one. But just to be in one place and have some fun. Little things like that you kind of miss because now also, di ba, parang there's still it's still kind of hard to go out. So, ikaw, Ate
Sino
Gretchen.
bang friend mo?
My high school friends, I'm very, very close to them. Pero kasi at least my teammates I see from time to time because we try and get some exercise done or we have training via Zoom or
Si
something.
Jo, miss mo ba? Kasi maraming nagko-comment about Jo eh.
Sino?
Si Jo!
Ang layo niya eh. Ang dami naman yung ginagawa dito siya.
Kaya miss mo na rin ba si Jo? Nagkikita ba kayo?
Not now. She's in BVR in the
Oo
beach
nga.
with sina Ate
Any
Cha.
chance of you hitting sand court?
The beach court.
Yeah.
Alam mo, as much as I want to, parang baka hindi ako umunlad eh. Wala lang. I'm very awkward. I mean, I tried before and I enjoyed it naman. And I like the fact that you have to think a lot more as compared to indoor where the setter does a chunk of it. I like the challenge, but I don't know. I don't know if I can do it as well as I would want to.
Doon na tayo sa Okay, let's go to our next questions. Italy daw, tsaka si Dina. Ano miss mo na ba yung mga yon? Kakausap mo ba sila?
Oo naman. I do.
Okay,
Teka, next question.
Oo.
Ikaw
Do
naman.
you consider yourself as empowered?
Well, to me, to answer the question, I am blessed enough to say that I believe I am, especially with what has happened throughout the years with media, with our sport growing this big. At first, medyo overwhelming talaga siya for me. When I was rookie, seeing all of the fans go to Ate Lai, to you guys. Na-overwhelmed talaga ako na parang, whoa. But moving after seeing that and after seeing what everybody else has done with their platforms and all of that, it's really a huge privilege that something I'd say someone will listen to, di ba? So, galing din talaga
Tama
how
ka.
media has evolved
Mm-mm.
over years.
Swerte tayo, no, Bay?
Mm-hmm.
Sobrang swerte natin. Diba? I mean,
Pati
like,
yung
yung,
timing.
sabi nga ng, sabi ng mom ko, sobrang swerte natin kasi naabutan natin tong part ng volleyball na sumikat yung volleyball. And at the same time, kawawa naman yung mga players ngayon na hindi nakakapaglaro ng normally sa college. Or kaya yung mga high school na
Now,
wanted to, wanted to get recruited to college. Pero parang they don't have the chance. So I guess yung parang that window that opened for us, and we're very very lucky. And I think we have to also appreciate that yung timing ni Lord ika nga
oo,
na
minsan
bigay
timing din
sa atin.
talaga eh. Kasi imagine my last year, if I was 1 year younger, I would have been with the whole pandemic batch
Mm,
of
mm,
not
mm.
getting to finish it the way they want to. But swertihan din talaga minsan.
Oo. So I hope na yung mga bata ngayon na nangangarap, I think, there's one thing, if there's one thing I have to say to you guys, sipagan nyo lang kung ano man yung opportunity na nandyan kasi hindi mo masasabi, 'di ba? Na kung nawala man yung opportunity sa volleyball, baka mayroon naman ibang magbukas na chance in other fields, 'di ba? Or maybe you can get back to it in some way. I think, parang kahit medyo sad din nangyayari, but you'll never know. So, just do your best in whatever comes your way, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Ikaw naman
next question is
sige, go.
from
Ikaw na magtanong.
V. Thea Cassandra. What's the one thing you both like in Under Armour daw?
Under Armour, sobrang love ko yung apparel nila. Sarap mag-workout kasi quality. Parang ang
Mm-hmm.
tagal ko ng Under Armour. Ever since pumunta sila dito sa Pilipinas, Under Armour na ako. Probably 5, 6 years already. Tagal na, grabe. Pero sobrang happy naman ako with them. Maybe also because I feel like my character is in sync with the brand na
Yeah.
very gritty and hardworking. Parang more than, being superstar. Parang mas ko yung underdog na gritty na willing to go through the hard work
Uh,
and all the
what's behind the scenes?
yeah, that I feel so aligned with that. And tingin
Me
ko
too.
parang pag sumusuot ako ng Under Armour, nararamdaman ko yon yung kailangan mag-ensayo ako ng mabuti. Ikaw
Pero
naman.
what I appreciated about them also is the support trend that they've given all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said nga, diba, parang I feel the exact same way na I feel very in line with what they're trying to say, that you have to work under that armor, and it's not all about skills sometimes it's about heart, sometimes it's about grit, sometimes it's about how you think. So it takes more than just honing your skills as an athlete or as whatever you're trying to do. It also takes character, and that for me is the most important thing. But it's really actually what you really have to develop the most for me. So with if you develop your character, I think that you'll be fine in a lot of the things that you're gonna do.
Kaya feeling ko perfect endorser si Steph Curry eh. 'Di ba? Kasi sobrang cool niya eh. Sobrang
Yeah,
humble,
underdog rin siya
sobrang
nung una.
playful. 'Di ba? Oo. Tapos si Joel Embiid din. Kahit
Mm-hmm.
medyo makulit si Joel Embiid eh. Pag nanonood kayo ng NBA, alam niyo yung pinag-uusapan namin. Okay, next question. How do you manage your time and keeping yourself active with sports? From Coach Christ Rubio.
How do I manage my time? Well, nowadays, I like what I said, Kina. I really just try and accomplish small things first and think about smaller steps. But before, well, you really just have to set your schedule and manage your time wisely and make sure that you don't spread yourself too thin, which I'm sure a lot of us are victims of. No, I think that's very important. Para you're always in what you're doing talaga, and your heart, and both your heart and your mind is in it.
Mm-mm. Sa akin naman, marami nagtatanong paano daw ako nakakapag-workout pa. Kahit na
Yeah, with your schedule.
parang ano parang I think it's a lifestyle na yung hindi ka magiging okay kapag hindi ka nakapag-workout. Yung
Yeah,
confidence
actually,
ko, feeling
hinahanap
ko,
siya ng katawan mo, no?
oo, naka-root ako sa, sa workout ko. So, parang, yun yung quiet time ko, yun yung time ko for myself. And, minsan, kailangan ko ng help nga ng coach ko to get me out of a slump. Or pag tamad na tamad ako, pinakamahirap kasi yung sisimulan mo ulit yung habit.
Oo,
Pag
oo.
na-break, diba?
The break
Pero
mo yung routine.
pag nasimulan mo na, madali na yung tuloy-tuloy. But I guess
Actually, it's
yung
always, yeah, the hardest to start.
yung parang, I think the important thing is, alam mo na yung workout na yun, nakakabuti sa'yo. So, i-attach mo siya to positive thoughts instead of thinking, ay, ang hirap, ay, nakakapagod, ay, kakain na lang ako o matutulog na lang ako. Pero pag in-attach mo siya to thoughts of like, okay, papayat ako para mas marami pa akong masuot na damit or maging confident ako para maganda ako. 'Di ba? I mean, if you turn it around into something that's good and happy for you and healthy for you, mas madali siyang gawin 'di ba?
Yeah, I think that's a very important part of trying to get yourself to do something, the way you look at things. Kasi
Mhm.
important talaga yan, yung self-talk mo. So I think that will even dictate a lot pati sa disposition mo, yung mood mo, di ba?
Mm-mm.
How you go about things, how you handle situations. Very, very important nga talaga yun.
Uy, mag-hi naman tayo sa mga kasama natin. Dito si Paolo Del Rosario. Hi, Paolo! Sana manalo tayo sa award natin. Nandito si Archie, kasi kaibigan ko. Who else? Ang dami. Oh. Mag-hi ka naman, Bea. Notice mo daw
Um,
sila.
I know, ang daming shout out Ate Bay kay Ashley May _Mortis. Sino ba to? Pabati
Happy
naman
birthday
daw,
daw.
birthday niya, si Lalala Loves _M. And hi to everybody who is here. Everybody's just saying hi now. But hi everyone.
Kakatuwa naman.
And
Oh,
na nga
ngayon
si
na kami nag-IG
Paolo.
live. Paolo, have a good weekend. Okay. Next question natin. What's the main reason or main thing that pushes you to pursue being an athlete? I think that question is for you.
Ako kasi, well, I love being an athlete because I feel like hindi ko to makukuha. And yung feeling na nandun, hindi ko siya makukuha anywhere else. Kasi like you said,
Mm-hmm.
we're both really intense. And I don't know where else I can be like that. You know, so unguarded and so parang just really myself. Wala akong pake kung ano yung sinasabi nila at that moment. When I'm in a game, I'm in a game and I'm intense and I like the rush, the adrenaline. It makes me feel like I can be whatever, na parang ako lang to. Kumbaga, ito ako eh. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be my whole self, and I don't feel like I have to think about, parang sobrang natural niya sa akin, yung movements ko when it comes to, when I'm in that setting, when I'm in a game na sobrang love ko lang siya. So what keeps me here honestly is my love for the game, my love for sports. Um, and wala, yun, it's really my passion siguro and it's where I can let it out. So I don't know where else I could thump my chest and scream that intensely anywhere else eh. So, diba?
So,
Imagine
paano
doing
na
that.
yun, Gia? Paano kung natapos na yung volleyball? Ano, nasa mo na ilalabas yung intensity mo? Anong sport
Yun nga
ang
rin
pwede?
yung hindi ko malaman-laman eh. I'll have to find that something else that gets me that passionate. I hope there's
Cycling?
something more.
Cycling?
Maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I
Golf!
tried
Nag-golf ka
boxing.
na.
Nakakapik ko ng golf eh.
Kasi hindi pwedeng maging intense. Kailangan kalmado ka lang.
Well, hindi dun yun. It's so hard. It's so hard. Like, you make the ball go straight, it goes right. Like, oh, how did
Mm-mm.
that happen? But I mean, those little things. Pero yeah, I tried boxing one time. I like it. Ay, siguro as a hobby lang naman.
Pwede ka para namin invite mag-boxing with Nesty Petesio sa isang episode.
Ah, game ako, pero hindi ko alam kung ano mangyayari sa akin doon.
Parang hindi kita ma-imagine nagbo-boxing pagkatapos ng volleyball career, nagbo-boxing ka na.
Hindi naman siguro as a career. My gosh, my mom will not allow it. She's gonna have a heart attack.
Okay, aabangan natin yung susunod na Sporty Bay pagkatapos ng volleyball. But for now, please do enjoy her on the court, no matter how long that takes. Hopefully, another 10 years in volleyball. Okay. What is the best and hardest part of being an athlete?
The best and the worst for me are actually the same thing. That it requires the best from you all the time. It's the best for me because I love the pressure. I love the fact that it pushes you so much that you have no choice sometimes but to just do it and to put yourself out there and give it your all. Kasi you're not gonna settle eh. Andun ka na eh, di ba? Parang, bakit ka pa magbibigay lang na 80%? Eh, andyan ka na. They might as well do, di ba? Bigay mo lahat. But it's also the hardest part because, you know, especially in normal times, it's every day. It's hard to always just keep, you know, giving all of that every day. But of course, it'll differ every day. Your 100% could differ every day. But it gets hard, syempre, kasi it's not always just winning. Most parts about being an athlete are frustrations, losing, coping. So dun siya humihirap. But for me, it's a privilege. I love it. And I'm pretty sure you can still relate and remember that feeling.
Mickey Ingles is watching us. Hi, Mickey. Isa
Hi,
pa tong
sir.
athlete, footballer from Ateneo, ngayon lawyer na. Doon niya na channel yung intensity niya sa pagiging lawyer niya. Oo. Ito, magandang tanong to. Follow up sa sinabi mo, Bay. Do you both have downtime? Ganda nung tanong. Kasi pareho tayong intense, active with life. Ako, downtime, meron naman.
I think important naman yun. I think important rin once in a while.
Nanonood ako ng Netflix kagabi. Actually, parang for the past days, pinapanood ko yung He's Into Her ni Donnie Panghilinan tsaka ni Belle. Ang ganda pala.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Parang Meteor Garden na Pinoy version. Kahit na parang may mga scenes doon na, alam mo yung napaka-cheesy, parang okay lang din kasi nakakatuwa.
Minsan nakakatuwa din yun ah.
Hindi kasi ako masyado mahilig sa mga ganun. Joke lang. Sobrang fan ako ni Donnie Panghilinan. Ikaw naman, ano yung mga ginagawa mo sa downtime mo?
Same. There are days actually na kaya ko lang mag-Netflix. Isang buong araw. Minsan on a Sunday, you know, after having lunch with the family, I just go straight to my room and watch away whatever is there.
The whole day?
Minsan kaya ko yun.
Grabe!
Minsan, pero minsan na sumasakit din ulo ko after a while. Pero kaya ko siya.
Ako hindi ko kaya.
A do nothing day, as in.
Ako naman, sobrang likot ko. Kaya yung parang para tumigil ako to sit down and watch, kailangan ko pa ng warm up. Baliktad naman ako. Oo, weird. Weird. Ha?
Sana ganun din ako, mag-warm up pa ako. Yun yung way ko
Parang
nag-warm up.
hihirapan kasi ako, parang feeling ko, meron akong conflict with Netflix. Pag tumitingin ako sa Netflix, feeling ko, gusto niya agawin yung time ko para hindi ako maging productive sa buhay. So,
Wow.
ngayon, I force myself to watch Netflix. Siguro, mga documentary, pinapanood ko. Actually, hindi Netflix lang HBO Go. Yung
Mm,
pinapanood ko, documentary kay Caitlyn Jenner, kay Tiger Woods, yun yung latest.
yeah.
Tapos, yung How to be a Tyrant. Yun yung mga pinapanood ko. Kasi, parang, alam mo ba yung sinabi nila na si Netflix, parang they're competing with your sleep. Ganong level na. Ang kalaban nila yung tulog mo. Sobrang gusto nila maging addict ka sa Netflix. Pati yung tulog mo, gusto nilang bawasan. Sorry baka ang
Hindi na
corny ko.
pala ako mag-Netflix mamaya. Pero
Ha?
okay, medyo nerdy to guys ha. Pero you know what I think you like? On HBO Go, they also have the History Channel. It's nice.
Oh, okay. Oh, sige, sige, sige. Yun yung susunod ko.
So may
Ay,
mga interesting doon. So like let's say the latest one I watched before. It's called The Cars That Made Us. So it tells you about the whole history of cars. Um,
nice.
Sometimes also movies that made us. I think that's actually on Netflix. Movies that made us.
Mhm.
But then yeah, it's just little things, at least a bit more informative than the usual things you watch. But I do watch
Tama.
those.
Tapos ngayon lang ako napanood ulit ng mga parang rom-com yung He's Into Her. Kaya tuwa-tuwa ako kasi
Si
hindi na ako,
Donnie.
hindi ako,
You know, I met him before. I went to their prom, but not with him, obviously.
maraming fans yun. Hello sa mga fans ni Donnie Panghilinan. Hello. Okay, next question. Ano pa ba tayo next question?
Last na
Okay.
to, last na to.
What is the best advice to stay motivated in life?
My best advice to stay motivated in life, it's not very motivating what I'm about to say. Because
Ano?
for me, um, to get to where you want and to get to really reach your goals, it takes more than staying motivated. Because like I said, motivation comes rare. You know that feeling that you really just when you're so motivated, you know you're gonna get there. Sometimes for me, it comes so rare now when things get very routinary, when it gets mundane, pagkapare-pareho na lang yung araw mo. So for me, it takes real discipline to really get there and training of a lot of what's inside talaga.
Mhm, mhm.
Looking in first before you look out. So,
Yun. Sabi nga nila, no, huwag ka mag-rely sa motivation, sa
mhm.
feelings. Mag-rely ka sa disiplina mo. Kasi minsan, wala ka talaga eh. Wala ka talagang mahanap na motivation eh. Pero kung alam mo ng brain mo na you're supposed to do this because of this and this,
And it's
diba?
gonna make you
That's what,
better. So,
tama, tama, tama. Yun, self-discipline. Sa akin naman, what's the best advice to stay motivated in life? I feel like this is probably an advice that I've learned through the years and maturing,
parang ang
being able
tanda
to
mo
do
naman
it.
doon, Ate Gretch.
Marami, pag binabalikan ko yung mga ginawa ko, ang dami ko na rin ginawa. Pero ang dami ko na rin natutunan, which is, balanse lang. Balanse lang sa lahat ng bagay. I can get really intense kasi, 'di ba? I mean, yung ako naman yung outlet ko yung work na parang kaya ko siyang tuloy-tuloy. And Paolo Del Rosario will know that. Kasi nakatrabaho ko siya sa Tokyo, tapos sabi niya, napapansin niya kapag sub na naman ako sa work. So,
Mhm.
ganun ako, parang sometimes I can get so absorbed in what I'm doing na I forget to rest, I forget to give time for myself. But it's important to have different facets of you and to balance that out kasi it will make you a better person. It will, probably when you're doing hosting, your experiences in doing this and that will make you a better host. It's not just, hosting, or when you say volleyball. Malay mo kapag umalis ka sa volleyball for a while, you do golf, for example, will make you a better volleyball player. Or if you know, learn how to, you relax for a while, you travel a bit. When you get back to volleyball, okay, ganado na ako ulit. So,
That's nice.
yung balance lang sa buhay, huwag kakalimutan. Yun lang siguro yung advice ko to stay motivated.
Nice. No wonder in, I mean, not hearing that from you, no wonder in, well, in from, I mean, my opinion of you, you're very well-rounded. So, marami kang kayang gawin. And that's, I mean, it's good. It's nice. I mean, di ba? I mean, come something else, pag, like, kunyari, alisin natin ang volleyball, alam mo may okay ka lang. Because, like you said, you've balanced everything and you've balanced your life out. Um, Still making sure that there's lots of things you can do. So that's also very important, I think.
Mm-mm-mm. Kasi ano eh, parang ang lawak ng mundo. Akala natin, akala natin we have our plans set already at a young age. You know what you're gonna be, what you're gonna do, what you like. But when you actually open your mind and your life to new things, you'll discover, okay, ang dami ko palang hindi alam. Ang dami ko
Oh
palang
yeah,
kayang gawin pa.
our learning mindset is key to
'Diba? Oo.
succeeding in
Sarap,
life.
ang sarap. I guess yun na rin yung way to stay motivated, no? Parang kung kaya mo magano, kung kaya mo maging learner for life and you
Yeah.
see that it's not something that you do over and over and over again, but you grow in the process of it, then that keeps you motivated.
Yeah. Well,
Next.
to wrap it up, we have
Mm-hmm.
one last question, and it's
Mm-hmm.
how does Under Armour's You First campaign impact you in focusing on your goals?
Um, I think I really like this campaign ng Under Armour kasi parang dati pag iniisip natin na you first, it sounds selfish sa una, 'di ba? Parang ikaw muna, you first. Pero in this pandemic, natutunan din natin na hindi pala selfish 'yon. Na kapag inalagaan mo yung sarili mo, mas madali para sa to be good for other people. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
'di ba? Even when I do the bike drives that I do outside and I help people, I do public service work, hindi ka makakatulong kapag hindi ka okay yourself. Or when I do a show and I try to make people happy, if I'm not happy, hindi ko ma-translate to make them happy also. So,
Yep.
yun yung ano ko, parang I think it's a responsibility for me to keep myself okay and balanced and emotionally, physically healthy. Because if I am able to take good care of myself and have control, gaya na sabi mo, di ba, parang this whole time you were talking about control, self-discipline, doing things even if you don't want it. Parang tingin ko yun yung ano power empowerment. You have power over yourself. And when you
Mm-hmm.
have power and control over yourself, it makes it easier also, to be able to be whole and share to people. Diba? Ikaw naman.
Well, like what you said, I resonate with that a lot rin. And for me kasi once, it took me a while to learn it nga kasi it used to be just, looking outside. But when I look in also, parang, and I start to realize how important it is to put myself first sometimes also. Mas nakikita ko rin na mas may nabibigay din ako sa iba. Especially to my teammates. Kasi syempre ngayon, nandun pa yung mundo ko. Sa kanila talaga yung focus ko rin minsan. 'Di ba? Pagka hindi ka okay, um, you wanna be there for them, pero pagka hindi ka okay mismo, parang may hesitancy eh. Hindi buo yung pagiging dun mo. So, natututunan ko rin talaga the hard way sometimes na unahin mo rin kasi muna yung sarili mo. Work on yourself para pagka humingi ng tulong sa yung iba, andyan ka. Para may mas mabibigay ka. Kasi minsan, di ba, parang if you just set it aside, it'll keep haunting you na hindi mo inaalagaan yung sarili mo, especially in my case, in my way na, okay, um, how do I keep myself grounded? How do I keep myself na um, how do I keep myself humble in a way na, yeah, no, I have to continue to learn, but not put myself too down na, wala, ang banu ko na eh. Hindi naman pwedeng ganun eh, di ba? So, kailangan mo pa rin talaga mahanap yung perfect balance of talking to yourself, of keeping yourself in the zone. Para nga, pagka humingi siya talaga yung tulong sa yung iba, mas andun ka, mas may mabibigay ka, and you can really offer proper advice kesa sa, kaya mo yan, di ba? Mas nakakapagbigay ka rin ng input in a way. Ako, yung feeling, di ba? Yung puso ko, andun. Hindi lang ginagawa ko to kasi kailangan ko. So, that's how it's helped me talaga na, yep.
Dahil Bernita, kamusta nga ba ang puso mo? Kasi tinatanong ng mga tao dito, eh, no?
That's all the time we have.
Just to add to what you said.
Baka dapat itanong mo sa'yo rin yun, Ate Gretchen.
To add to what you said, di ba, yung first campaign natin, we talk about, taking good care for ourselves. But sometimes, hindi rin natin talaga kayang mag-isa. So, we're grateful for those who support us. Like Tita Det, who is watching right now. Like my mom, who's watching
also. Kala ko may sasabihin kang importanteng nag-support sa'yo eh.
And like Under Armour, that supports both of us. Siya talaga yung importante. Kasi all throughout this, this journey, ako, how many years na? 5, 6 years, I've been with Under Armour. They've been very supportive. Even if, I've not been playing professionally. Mm-hmm. in volleyball, but they've been supporting me whenever I try new sports like cycling or running, and in also telling stories of athletes kung may coverage everywhere, diba? Parang nandyan sila. So maraming salamat sa Under Armour for helping us to, take good care of ourselves, and hindi namin kakayanin itong journey na ito without the help of other people around us.
Akala ko talaga, Ate Gretchen, sabihin mo, thank you for the support of a special someone eh.
Dito sinasabi dito, bakit hindi ka pa daw Ravenna? Ano ba sabi dito?
Nice pass!
Okay, that's all the time we have today, guys. Kasi Friday na, tapos kailangan pa namin uwi. Maraming salamat. Thank you so much, Bea De Leon. Thank you so much to Under Armour. And it's nice seeing you. Ang tagal na. O, ngayon na tayo nakapag-uusap. Sana magkita tayo in person. Stay healthy. And thank you everybody for joining us.
Thank you everybody. And thanks again to Under Armour for having us.
Bye-bye! Have a good weekend. Ingat po sa labas. Okay, paano ba mag-end nito? Di ako marunong.
I think i-X mo lang.
Okay. Bye-bye!
Bye!